Good morning, students. As we started our last chapter of economics, globalization and Indian economy. So we talked about few topics of this chapter. Let us talk about Chinese toys in India. It is a case study basically. So earlier toys were sold by domestic manufacturers, means produced by the domestic manufacturers and sold by the domestic manufacturer. Domestic means which is of our own country. So our companies of our own country. So they were sold on high price. Now what happened? China manufacturers found an opportunity in Indian market. They realized that they can produce the toys in their own country and sell in India because through foreign trade it is possible to make the product in your own country and sell it in other country. So what they did, they started exporting their toys in low range. Now, what is high price or low price? Suppose Indian producers were sending on high price, but now Chinese started producing on low cost, and the toy which was sold on in 50 rupees by the Indian producers is now available on 20 or 30 rupees from China producer at low price. So such things were happening through foreign trade. Now, buyers in India have the option to buy between Indians and Chinese products. Uh, as we are generally listening or watching the debates over not to buy Chinese products or to boycott the Chinese product, right? But do we pay any attention towards it? We have no concerns because we got an option to buy a cheap product or cheap toys. So what happened? Chinese toys became popular in India because we may talk about patriotism, but when it comes to money matter, everything is disappeared. So Indian buyers started buying Chinese product as they were cheaper and available in new designs, and consequently Indian toys were left with no demand. Their sale came very low, and ships sorry Indian shops replaced 70% Indian toys with Chinese toys. Means what happened? Suppose earlier any shopkeeper or any company is selling 100% Indian produced toys. But now because Chinese toys are more beautiful also and available in low range also. So rather than keeping the toys which were manufactured in India, they started keeping 70% toys which were imported from China because the demand was completely for the Chinese toys and nothing was demanded from the Indian producers. And what happened gradually? Shopkeepers too, with the change in demand, started ordering for the Chinese toys, and demanded demand of Indian toys became zero. So what happened? Now what is happening? Now you can see how foreign trade interlinks the market. Buyers too in the better condition to choose, and ultimately what is the result? Chinese toys proved better, expanded business, and Indian toys market faces losses, and finally all their toys business collapsed. Now there is a strategy which is called basically Chinese strategy. It is also called dumping of business. China's manufacturer who are sending cheap products can't they see that they can too get more profit, or if they will sell it on low rupees their profit will be less. Means now they know that already this product is sold in India on 50 rupees, but they started selling it on 30 rupees, whereas it is comparatively advanced technology. But why they are not selling it on 50 rupees, whereas they can see that they can get the profit? There is a main twist. So if it is of course possible that their cost was less but still they sell now, why do they do so? Right now they are not earning profit, they are capturing the market. Why? Because now when the Indian toys will not be bought by the people or sold by, will not remain in the market. Means you see, earlier all the people were selling Indian toys and buying Indian toys, but we got an option of less rate or low rate. So people started buying Chinese toys, and gradually the demand of the Chinese toys became so high that almost Indian toys were left with no demand. So shopkeepers also replaced it. So now everywhere which toys were available, only the toys which were imported from China were available in the market. So in the available, only Chinese toys were left and nothing was left from India. The Indian producers will not be able to run their business for a long time, because ultimately their units will be closed permanently, because naturally whatever we are spending, we need to start a product or plant. We need to have so many workers, we have to pay their salaries, we have to arrange a land. So when we are not able to run the business, ultimately we have to close the business. So ultimately their whole business was flopped permanently. So, what will be the situation after 10 years? Indian manufacturers are no more making toys. Only toys available are from China producers. What they will do now? They will increase the price, but now, even if we wish to buy Indian toy, we will not get any, because they have already stopped their business as their demand was stopped. So, what happened afterwards? In this way, this strategy, how it works, so in this way strategically competition in the market is eliminated. Same, you can have a case study on Geo. Means what they did, first they have removed the competition with the other companies. Here when I am talking about the companies, I mean to say Indian production of the toys. First they had the competition with the Indian producers. They made such strategies that the demand of the Indian toys were completely vanished. And now, because Indian producers are not left in the market, so it is the choice of the China on which price they want to give their product, because India is left with no Indian or domestic producer. Same is the strategy, if you see, is used by the Geo. What have they done? First they have worked on the first they have worked on the competition. How they have worked on the competition? By giving their plans for 3 months, 6 months, even for 1 year free. And so many disadvantage we saw. Competition was reduced. Idea and Vodafone merged with each other, and competition was obviously reduced, and Docomo has completely vanished from the market. So in this way Geo captured the whole market. We know no, that whosoever is having phone, everyone is carrying at least one sim of Geo. So in this way, Geo captured the whole market. If after some time even Airtel, Vodafone too removed, result is only Geo. So today, if we get attracted with cheap China products, ultimately capturing the market, once they will remove the Indian manufacturers, they will start planning with their own price, and we will have no option. That's why we are advised not to buy Chinese products. They are taking money from Indian economy and finishing our Indian business too. So in future, if there is any argument on China product, you should know the logic. So what we have to relate from the chapter here, that how foreign trade gives option to the buyers, and how buyers are ultimately decided who has to survive and who doesn't have to. So this is what we can say the effect of the interlinking of the market. Next topic we will do about the globalization. What is globalization? In this video, I will be explaining till here. So China case study is over. I will make next video for the next topic. Thank you, students.